Well, this day has been a long time in coming, hasn't it? Think back to when you first showed up at AJU. I want to be a rabbi. Think of all the roads that you took while in the school, your time in Bel Air, your time in Jerusalem, your internships, the work you did in chaplaincy, the coursework. Many of the teachers who you studied with still bless our institution. Several of the greats are sitting here now. In thinking about what I wanted to offer you today, in addition to an honorary doctorate, I wanted to highlight a trifecta of holiness in time. We are in the middle, as you know, of counting the Omer. This is not another talk about counting the Omer. You have given enough of those. And we also are reading this week about the Shemitah and the Yovel, the sabbatical year every 7 years, and the Yovel. In looking at the sources, I'm going to bring in a little conservative Judaism here, some traditional and some academic. Yovel is a ram, literally the horn of the ram, and the horn was blown as a kind of celebration for going to war, for anointing a new king, for a new year celebration as well. Here comes the academic part. In Ugaritic, I knew you'd look up for that. In Ugaritic and in Akkadian, which I know you have studied on your own since rabbinical school, Yuval means homecoming. It's when you bring the sheep home. And I'd like to think that your rabbinates have been a homecoming to authenticity, a homecoming to Torah, as percolated through your distinctive and wonderful personalities. A rabbi doesn't do, a rabbi is. You know that. And you have been doing that beautifully these past 20 years, each of you in ways that are not replicable by someone else. Each of you providing exactly the spark that that person and that moment needed. And of course, the third in the trifecta is honoring you 20 years out. 20 years ago, we all shouted and celebrated as we gave you a different Teudah, but it was a big risk. It was a risk on the part of the school, and it was the risk on your part. You hadn't lived as a rabbi before. You didn't really know what you were getting into, and we had never ordained you before. So we also did not know, except in some cases, what we were doing. And now the ship is returning to harbor for a moment, fully laden. We have seen your kindness and your compassion. We have seen your creativity and your resilience. We've seen your ability to hold broken hearts and to help people touch their joy and to reconnect and to deepen and to recommit. And you've done that with the beautiful fusion of what you learned in rabbinical school, what you learned in life, and what you bring to it with your own character and your own insight and your own personality. So if anything, today's the bigger of the celebrations, because you're not an unknown anymore. You are a beloved. And on behalf of all of your teachers, all of the administration, all of the current students of the Ziegler School, we look up to you with such respect and such affection, and we are delighted to be able to honor you today. God bless. I would like to now call upon Jay Sanderson, Rabbi Cheryl Peretz, and Rabbi Samuel Rosenbaum, so that we can present you with your